Hi. Okay, it's me, Laura. I don't know how many tries I've made. I've made a video. I just keep effing up because I keep running out of time because I only have like 10 minutes to talk about what I want to talk about, and I talk a lot, and so this has got to go fast. First of all, it's my second month of natural dreads. I'm gonna make another video about my natural dreads and such because I want this video to be about a certain topic, about something that happened. Okay, so I'll just tell you a story. I'm sitting there in class. This girl walks in, which I don't have a problem with this girl, really. Nothing personal, but the way she acts just kind of bothers me. She's really stuck up. She's really like, give me attention type person, and it's like, and she thinks she's all that. She thinks she's hot shit, and she talks a lot of shit about my best friend, and I don't like that and stuff. So, but of course I'm very civil to people, whether I like them or not, because, you don't need to start a problem. You don't need to start a problem. But anyways, so this chick comes in, and like every other freaking girl in my school, she's got a dread that she made right here. And I don't know if it's like that at your school or wherever you are, but like in my school, like half the girls in my school have a dread or 2 or 3 dreads in their hair. And this girl comes in, and I'm sitting there, and she's talking to these other people. And I just happened to come in on the conversation. This is where I came in. I'm gonna model. This is her. Yeah, cause like I don't brush my hair, so like I just get natural dreadlocks. So I think I'm gonna keep this one. I think I'm probably just gonna put like a bead on it and stuff. And that was where I came in, and that was like the end of her conversation. And I saw her dread, and it was made. It was so made. It was made, and it wasn't even made good. And just, okay, you want to be like every other girl in the school and be a hippie and, have a dread in your hair, cool. But the fact that she came in trying to pull off that she didn't brush her hair and had natural dreadlocks, like she's something special. It's like, no, bitch, you're not. Her dread is totally made. Like, I've had 2 months of neglect dreads, natural dreads, haven't brushed my hair. My dreads, only a few of them looked like the one that hers did, and it really irritated me. Like, and if you're doing natural dreadlocks, I hope it irritates you too, cause like that pissed me off. That this, like, seriously. Like, okay, I don't know what it is, but first, every girl last year wanted to be a hipster, and do, follow that trend. But this year, it's hippies, okay? I love hippies. I love being called a hippie. I don't run around. Okay, I would consider myself to an extent a hippie, but I'm not religiously a hippie. And the reason I don't like to say that is because I don't want to be like all the other girls who run around calling themselves hippies. This is the way they think. They're like, I wear tie-dye, that makes me a hippie. I have a dread in my hair, that makes me a hippie. I smoke weed, that makes me a hippie. I wear Birkenstocks, that makes me a hippie. It's like, no, bitch, that doesn't make you a fucking hippie. Since when did being a hippie become a trend and like a style? Like, it's like, I don't know. It just really, the whole topic bugs me that more and more girls every day come to school with a dread in their hair. And the sad thing is that, like, I encouraged it to a couple of girls. I'm like, yeah, you want a dread in your hair? Put a dread in your hair, test it out, see if you like it. And I love dreads. It's just like, and I want more, and I love sharing the love. Like, if somebody else is thinking about dreads, I'm like, do one dread in your hair, see how you like it. If you like it, keep going. If do what you want to do. But I feel like now more and more girls are just doing it because the next girl's doing it. Like, seriously, like, it's just like every girl in my school wants to be a hippie, and it just really irritates me seeing all these girls running around in tie-dye with Birkenstocks and a dread in their hair, and talking about how they smoke weed and how they're so cool and special and that they're a hippie and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, it pisses me off. And it's just like the whole idea that girls can't just like be themselves. Like when I first got dreads, there's absolutely no influence of any other person, any of my peers. I was the only, my dreadlocks, my first set of dreadlocks that I made myself with, that I learned how to make from my own research. Those were my dreadlocks. They were the first dreadlocks that I ever saw in person. And I absolutely, like, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn and say that I'm some hot special shit, you know, but it's just like, it's true. I didn't do dreads because any other girl did them, you know, and this year, it's just like, I don't know what it is, just some freaking wacky trend that every girl wants to have a dread in their hair, and it's like, it's like they don't really get to understand and appreciate, you know, dreadlocks. They're just doing it because every other girl is doing it, and I'm like, if I keep talking about it, I feel like I'm gonna cry. It's just like, why do girls gotta be like every other girls, you know? And I have dreadlocks. I'm doing my natural dreadlocks because I love dreadlocks, and I really do. And I'm not that girl who's always been fascinated with dreadlocks. No. Last year, I don't know what it was, dreadlocks came in my head. I talked to my mom about it. She said I'd look good with dreads. Talked to my friends about it. They said do it. I did my dreads, and I came to love dreadlocks. And I love dreadlocks on anybody. I love any kind of dreadlock. And I think it's just the fact that I don't like this one girl that her dreadlock was super shitty. I'm sorry, it was poorly made, okay? Not shit, it was poorly made, okay? And it just, the whole thing just really bothered me. I just wanted to talk about that. So I'm down to like 2.5 minutes for this video, and then I'm going to put on another video about my hair and show you guys. You can see a little bit there. But I just wanted to get that out of my system, basically. Because I love it when people call me a hippie. It pisses me off when people accuse me of trying to be a hippie. Because it's not. I don't ever call myself a hippie. I will consider myself to an extent a hippie, but I won't run around saying, oh, I'm a hippie, you know, like every other girl is doing. And I feel like I can only consider myself a hippie to an extent because of certain reasons. The way my choices on the choices I make on the way I want to live, you know, just things like that, you know. And I'm just like, I'm scratching my head out of like fucking confusion about these girls. Like, they piss me off at school. Yeah, that's about it. I'm sorry to rant and go on about this. It might seem a little silly, but for some reason it really gets me, and it really gets me heated up. And if that girl ever comes up to me and tries to talk to me about her one little natural dreadlock, I'm gonna fucking go off on her. I'm gonna give her the whole fucking spiel and be like, no, that is not a natural dreadlock. Because literally, her entire head was perfectly brushed, except for that one little dread. And I know that wasn't a friggin' dread. I mean, that was a natural dreadlock, so. Enough of that. On to the next video.